Welcome to the Milsurf My channel. It's been only a couple weeks since I released my Ruger 57 video, and unbeknownst to me at the time, a bunch of the larger gun tubers announced that Ruger was releasing the LC Carbine in 5.7 by 28mm only a couple days after I released my pistol video, while showing off their T&E guns. Since I'd just done research and a video for a pistol, as well as purchased a couple extra magazines for it, I was really interested in obtaining the Carbine since they took the same mags. Lucky for me, I have a friend who works at my local gun store, and a distributor gave him an opportunity to get a couple for a good price, so I had him hold one for me. 2 days later, it was in my hands, and I already have a couple hundred rounds through it, so stay tuned for my thoughts on the good and the bad. By the time this video is released, I'll have had a short out with my unboxing of the LC Carbine. It basically comes with the carbine itself, the lock, a couple Allen wrenches needed for maintenance and switching ambidextrous features, and disappointingly, only one magazine, whereas you receive two with the pistol. For comparison, you receive 2 mags with the Kel-Tec P50 and 3 with the FN57. I forget whether I received 2 or 3 with my PS90. For an MSRP of $979, with a street price of around $800 plus or minus, on a carbine that uses proprietary mags, I believe you should receive at least 2 magazines. Magazines are also something I'll get into a little more detail in my shooting review. Alright, let's take a little closer look at this Ruger LC Carbine in 5.7 by 28mm. It is a simple blowback operated carbine, and it is bolt over barrel, so that helps decrease the length in it, which is good. It makes it a handier package to carry around in a backpack possibly. And another thing that helps with that is this side folding stock, and the stock is also telescoping. Also coming with the carbine, you get the Ruger pop-up sights, which are the same as what's on the AR. But with the pick rail, you can also put an optic on there, and I look forward to putting an optic on there and possibly stretching its legs out a little bit. You also have your M-lock up front, and you have a threaded barrel. So, if you want a suppressor on it, most of the big gun channels will have suppressors on theirs. You have that option with this. So, now that we took a look at this, let's go ahead and take her down for field strip it for cleaning. So we have an example of that. First of all, I'm going to show that she is unloaded. And we're going to take our mag out. So release the mag. And this mag release, you can also change that over if you want, make that ambidextrous. And most of the features on here you can change over. That's why Ruger gives you 2 Allen wrenches to go with that. You can actually change the handguard. You have to take the handguard off actually to switch the charging handle over to make it for lefties. And the other Allen wrench is for that. You can take the stock off and switch that around so it folds the other side. So again, let's go ahead and get this. Let's go ahead and get this field strip. Now you got to punch that little guy out, and you can do that from either side. It'll come out either way. We will take our lower off, so just pull that back and it comes right out. And let's compare it with our Ruger 57 pistol. You can see it's definitely the same grip profile, probably made from the same mold, which probably does lower the cost on production compatibility, commonality. And we can take a look at the inside of both here so you can see the differences and similarities, which a lot of similarities between the two since they are companion firearms. Alright, let's go ahead and get our upper down for cleaning. Now the bolt is in 2 different blocks, so let's go ahead and pull this out. We got to pull your charging handle back to get your first little block out. So we got that out. That's your first, and that's basically your mass also for your simple blowback. We want to take our spring out next, so we just pull that up, and that comes straight out. And then pull our charging handle back, and that's our second part of the bolt. Now take note on this, you're going to want to know this for when you put it back together. You see this little guy right here, and that cutout right there, that actually goes together when it's inside the rifle. So Make sure you take note of that because that'll help you out when putting it back together. Now, you can tell by my hands and the rifle itself that it definitely needs good cleaning, which I will probably do once I get this video made. But you got your barrel, you got your cutout. And like I said, I'm not going to take this handguard off, and I'm not going to go over switching it over because there are other videos on YouTube on that. So anyway, let's get this thing put back together. We will put this back. Now remember, you want this little cutout, you want that facing towards the back. So let's go ahead and put that in there. Push that all the way up. Let's go ahead and get our spring in there. And go straight down. And now we're going to have to pull this back and get that mated back together again. Remember what I showed you about the... So that goes right in there. So our upper's back together. Let's go ahead and put our lower back on. So you got a little knob right there that fits right there. So let's make sure that's together. Push that up. And we've got to pop our little pin back in there. And function check. It's back together. So let's take a look at some of the live fire. I was lucky to be able to take this out and put a couple hundred rounds through it. It is light with absolutely no recoil. The carbine itself is great. I did have a couple hiccups though, as I'm attributing it to one of the 5 magazines I had. And here's where I think Ruger could have done a little better. Remember that in my Ruger 57 video, I praised the grip of the pistol, allowing one to get a better purchase on it than the FN57, and I attributed it to the mag designs, likening them to the difference between the Glock 43X Glock mags versus the aftermarket Shield mags, whereas the steel versus the polymer allows for a higher capacity on the Glock, while Ruger would use the size difference to make the grip narrower. After putting some mileage to these mags between the pistol and now carbine, I'm beginning to rethink that praise. FN mags may cause a wider grip, but they're going to have Glock mag reliability. I already have one problem mag with the Ruger, and I've found them much more difficult to load than FN's mags. Since the carbine is meant to be fired with 2 hands, and the narrower grip doesn't provide much advantage, I wonder if Ruger could have taken a page from their highly successful PCC 9mm that comes with a Glock mag conversion you can install. Perhaps they could have sent the LC with the Ruger 57 mag, but also engineered it so you could have it sent with a conversion you can install so it could take FN57 mags. Yes, this is going to add some girth to the grip and take away from the commonality in manufacturing it and the pistol, but I think this would possibly, maybe, make some FN guys consider buying the LC and several hundred rounds of ammo over getting just a PS90. My mag complaint aside, this is a very good shooting compact little carbine, and I look forward to having an optic on it and stretching its legs out a little bit. It would be a great little backpack or varmint hunting gun, and would definitely be a home defense option for recoil-sensitive individuals. I also look forward to having my kids shoot this on our next shooting outing together. I'm happy to now have a companion to my Ruger 57 pistol, which if you want to learn more about that, click on the end card on your screen. Please join the GOA and get a discount with the link in the description. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.